oh no, where are you going? No. I'm not down here. Stupid tripod thingy. Am I stable? Am I moving? It ruined my intro. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It's May 18th. We're nearly in June. I think we're really into the summer months now. It's definitely getting a lot warmer out. I am wearing a vest top, which I don't normally do, so breaking boundaries here, guys. Thank you for joining me for another weekly reading vlog. Today I shall be reading Under a Dancing Star by Laura Wood. I started this yesterday. It is a much ado about nothing retelling following Beatrice in 1930s, who is in Italy at the moment because she's been sent there by her parents because they think it'll sort her out, because she doesn't want to follow the path she should have to follow as a woman. She doesn't necessarily want to get married right now. She's not done her living yet because she is 17. So she's gone to Italy to her strict uncle's house. Little do her parents know, her uncle isn't really that strict anymore since he has found a new lady who is an artist, and she's very free and funky and cool. So Beatrice is learning some very different things to what her parents thought she would be doing. Also, how good does this bookmark look with this book? It matches so well. This is from the Quirky Cup Collective if you're interested. Sidoni has some amazing bookmarks, so, and other things too, but it matches really well. So that's what this book is about. I started it yesterday. I'm about 150 pages in, very much enjoying it. And yeah, Much Ado About Nothing retelling, which is a win for me because I loved that film and play as a child, so thought I would probably enjoy this book, and I am. It was a good choice at Yalc last year. This is my book number 1 for the Shelf Help Read-a-thon, and it's my cover by choice, which I think is initially the reason I picked this up, because it's very appealing to look at, and then I found out it was a Much Ado About Nothing retelling, so perfect. Other than reading, I am going to be working this week, whoop whoop, doing some blog things, whoop whoop, maybe editing my book. Every week for the past 3 weeks I've said I'm going to start editing my book. Usually I am very good at telling myself what tasks I have to do, but because I've got a lot going on at the moment, I'm very busy, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to dedicate time to do, so I really should do that. I am very much aware, but I've just not got the time. Anyway, I'm going to go quickly make my breakfast, and whilst I'm making my breakfast I'm going to put my plants in their water bed in the sink, as I do on my Monday mornings, because I've accidentally formed a routine working from home. I'll catch up with you guys later. Anything from the trolleys, dear? Nice succulent plant. Also, the intro to this vlog is not any footage I filmed today. I filmed it yesterday. I don't normally vlog on Sundays, and I wanted to include it because I found a really lovely cornfield and it was pretty, so enjoy. What most people do on a Monday lunchtime, eat lunch. What I do, clean and tidy my bedroom. I mean, it's always fairly tidy, but it's all clean, yay! And my plants are all washed and watered. Yes, I wash my plants by spraying them and wiping them down because plant love, so yay! Oh, I always feel more productive when my room is clean and tidy. Does anyone else have that vibe? And candle and just coziness. Yeah, it's nice. It's all good. I finished work for the day! That's my finish and work for the day song. It's sunny outside. I don't know why I keep using hand movements in all my videos, but we're not gonna stop it. Sunny outside. I'm gonna get my book, which is set in the sun, so it's perfect. I'm gonna read outside until evidently I will have to move and go for a walk because I am making myself do miles daily. So look at them guns. They're not there. It's a lie. I don't really know what we would call today's look. I'd like to call it comfy. It's also very baggy. It gives me no shape, but I like this skirt, and it's got a little saucy slit. Hoo-hoo. Calm down, everybody. This wins the award for weirdest things I have found on walks. I just found a goat park, just like behind the gym that I go to. I walked to my gym and walked around the back of it, and yeah, there's goats. Now the ducks are coming over to say hello, and this big goat here, he's just jumped up there to assert his dominance, I think. Is he gonna come down with this dude? This is so weird, but I kind of love it. Oh my god, your head's through the hole. What is this? What have I come across? Honestly, what is he doing? The ducks are my friends. This is the best walk ever. I don't know, like, I don't even know where I am. The goats are following me. Where have I discovered? This is amazing. I was getting so bored of my walk routes. And this is like, I just basically walked probably about 15 minutes to get to my gym, and then walk around the back of it where I know there's a nature trail, but I've always stopped at a certain point because it's also a campsite and I feel weird. But yeah, I just kept going today and found a little farm. Something about an Apple Pencil in your ear, it's not quite the same as having a normal pencil in your ear. We'll remove that for now, but... Hello, it's Tuesday. I woke up this morning thinking it was Monday, so I was quite pleased to find out it was Tuesday. We're still reading Under a Dancing Star. I don't know why I keep including you. You're not reading this. I'm reading it. This bookmark. This is fantastic. I really like it. It's a much ado about nothing retelling, as I said. They're currently in Florence in Italy. They've been staying somewhere else. I can't remember where exactly in Italy, and now they've transferred location to Florence, and it's summery and it's warm and it's lovely, and it's just making me want to go on holiday to a European city. Can you guys let me know if you know any more books that have got this European summer vibe to them, because I'm really enjoying that. I'm talking about things like Eat, Pray, Love, this, The Little Paris Bookshop, anything like that, just throw them down in the comments because I'm really vibing that kind of atmosphere at the moment. So I'm very much enjoying this. It is also the afternoon. I haven't filmed anything yet today, but I have done a video on my lunch break, not a vlog video, so that will be live by the time you're watching this actually. So that is the top 5 book series that I haven't actually completed reading yet, and there were quite a few to choose from on my bookshelf, so I did narrow it down, which makes me realise I really do need to get through the books that I currently own before buying any more. I haven't bought books for like 2 weeks, and then I bought the Percy Jackson box set because the editions that I have are the UK paperbacks and I don't really like them, so bought more books. And I don't feel bad about it because it's Greek myths and I like retellings and things, so yeah. Also, I'm currently testing out editing the video that I just filmed on my iPad. I have not edited on my iPad before, but I've just bought a piece of software called LumoFusion, which is meant to be a pro editing software. So I'm intrigued. I think I've said before that I used to want to be an editor when I was younger, so I quite like trying out different editing softwares and seeing how they work. Currently, the only thing that's stumping me, because I want to see if I can make the whole video on my iPad, is getting the correct font on Photoshop on my iPad, because you can't yet import your own fonts that aren't from the Adobe stock font options, so that's kind of irritating, and I can't get the border on my font in Procreate. So generally, stupidly, I can do everything but the font, so I will see if I can get around that. I'm gonna go eat some lunch in a minute, I think, but that's my little update. I've not got much left of this at all. I'm in like the last 100 pages. Once I finish this, I might move on to Screaming Wings, which is the poetry book that I'm going to be reading for the Shelf Help Read-a-thon. So far, I'm quite pleased with my progress because it's only Tuesday and I've nearly finished one book. This is a much improvement from last week when I was reading the same book for like 6 days, so we're winning. Look what arrived! Happy release day to the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. Thank you very much to Scholastic for sending me a copy of this book. I am working in promotion with them on an ad on my Instagram, so I'll link that down below if you guys wanted to check it out. Show it some love. This book is a new book in the Hunger Games world. It is set in the 10th annual Hunger Games, when President Snow is learning to be a mentor for the games. And it's all from his perspective, basically. So goodbye Katniss, I think, in this book. I'm intrigued. The cover is the cover. But I'm trying to think maybe whether I could squeeze this into my TBR for the next 2 weeks. Maybe it'd be a quick read. I read the Hunger Games books when I was at school in the 6th form and really liked reading them. We were all very obsessed with them at school and everyone was trying to read them first so we could all know what actually happened. I remember someone spoiled me for the ending of the last book, which really annoyed me. But if I read this one quickly, I won't get any spoilers. Also, it's quite nice that everyone is unifying together to read this, so I might give it a go over the next coming days. Right, it's after work, I've changed into my shorts, let's go sit outside and read, because I would really like to finish Under a Dancing Sky. Oh my god, I don't even know what it's called. Under a Dancing Star. It's because the other book written by the same author has a similar name. Anyway, I want to finish that so I can then read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Do you know what? I didn't even really care that much about this book until a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm like, okay, alright, my interest is piqued, and now everyone's reading it today, and I'm like, I want to join in on the hype, because it's not often that you get loads and loads and loads and loads of people really wanting to read the same book. So I'm excited. I'm going to try and start it today. Completely abandoning my TBR clearly here, but hey ho, that's why I don't set TBRs. It's my own fault. Look how confident I am I'm going to manage to finish Under a Dancing Star. this is how much I've got left, so it's very doable, but I've actually brought out the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes with me to just keep me company on this bench. So let's crack on and try and read the last, like, 80, 90 pages. That's doable. Done. Bloody loved it. Absolutely fantastic. There's a child screaming in the background, always soothing. Now, onto that beast. Moving on to my next read now, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Also, to make it better, my mum just came out and asked if I wanted a salty snack and a Malibu. So I'm living the dream right now. Beautiful weather. I've got so much stuff on my to-do list as well, but I'm trying to prioritise sitting and chilling. So that's what's going to happen for a little tiny bit longer before I really make myself go inside and do some work. My makeup is melting off my face today. It is very warm outside. Like, it's just not staying on anymore. I don't know what the point of primer, maybe I didn't put primer on, no I did. The point of primer, powder, like, it just falls off my face. I use expensive makeup and it just comes off. Why? Not a beauty vlogger for this exact reason, and a couple of others. Anyway, this is probably going to be my last footage for whatever day it is, Tuesday. I have been reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes outside. I'm up to like page 40. It's good so far. There's a lot of description and like setting up and reminding us of the base reason of the Hunger Games and like trying to make Snow have some kind of cause for the way he acts. So I'm intrigued to see how my opinion of him will change, because obviously we don't like the guy from the Hunger Games, and I assume this book's going to try and make us like him. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go out for a walk, probably a longer one today, listen to Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix whilst I do it, and then come back and make myself some dinner. So that's what I'm doing. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Good morning. It's just before 7 AM on Wednesday. I'm awake. I woke up at 6:30. My body just did that to me because I had so much to do yesterday and I didn't get as much of it done as I needed to. And I'm being a bit swamped with stuff at the moment, so I kind of need to get ahead of myself to then not be swamped and stay ahead of myself. So I woke up early and I kind of whispered to myself before I went to sleep I wanted to wake up at 7 AM, and then I woke up at 6:30. So currently writing a book review for The Bone Shard Daughter, and also uploading, oh, it's ready to go, uploading my Books About Books video that will be live this coming weekend. Are you guys watching? There'll be a video about books, basically. Don't know if I meant to tell you what my video is going to be about, but hype. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. It's the hump day again. I feel like the weeks just go so quickly at the moment. I know a lot of people were getting quite bored quite easily and the weeks are going slower. I don't know why they're going fast for me, but they are. So I'm not going to complain, because the faster they go, the quicker we can get out of this mess. I just want to go to shops and things, and I want to sit down in a cafe, get a drink, get a nice iced drink. Oh, I just want something like mango passion fruit cooler or something like that. I'm craving it. Anyway, it's like 11 or something. It's not even that. It's like it's nearly 11. So a little bit into the work day, and it's so nice and sunny out that I'm actually going to go and sit outside and work, because our Wi-Fi stretches to our table in the garden. So I'm going to sit there and do some work, because sod it, I'm working from home. Doesn't matter where I work. Currently reading Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, as I said yesterday. It's very description based rather than dialogue based. I prefer dialogue based books, so at the moment I'm finding it a little slow, but I will keep going and see where it goes and let you guys know. It is some time later. I am outside reading. This Hunger Games is a very different setup to the ones that we know. For example, all the tributes are brought to a zoo where they are put in front of everyone and people can come and watch them and film them through the bars of the zoo, which is very different from the treatment that we see Katniss go through, where it's kind of like a life of luxury for a day or two. Obviously, they're still going to the games and it's still horrible, but a zoo? They really did change things over the, like, is it 70 years? Was it the 75th Hunger Games? But, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Really not very far in. That's me. So I have quite a lot to find out. The games haven't even started yet, hence the zoo part, but I'll let you know what I think. Hi. I have not filmed much today at all, so I really apologise that Wednesday's vlog footage is going to be a little bit dull. Honestly, I felt a bit weird today. I woke up at 6:30 and did a load of blog work because I've not been getting behind on it, but I've known I've had quite a lot to do, and that's been quite daunting, and I don't like that pressure hanging over me. So I got up early, did a load of it this morning, which made me feel much better. I basically write a to-do list out each day. Today is Wednesday, and Monday and Tuesday's boxes still had stuff not ticked off. Now I'm back up to speed, so I've done everything for Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, so I can start fresh tomorrow, which makes me feel better. Obviously I work during the day, so I have to do this stuff before and after work, and I think now that we're all at home all the time, I've slipped out of my routine because I used to wake up an hour earlier than I needed to get ready, and I would then sit and blog in bed basically, whereas I haven't done that as much because I've been out of the routine. So I'm going to get back into that because I do find that first hour quite productive because I'm a weirdo and I'm a morning person. Also, I've just realised how rough I'm looking today. I put barely any makeup on because it's so hot outside. I just thought it's just going to fall off my face. So, again, not a beauty vlogger. Said that twice in this vlog. Anyway, so basically, yeah, did all those jobs, but I'm just finding, I don't know, it's been a weird day. I had a really productive start to the day. I got so much done for work as well, like so much. But I've also got a lot happening with that, so I just suddenly felt a lot of pressure on my shoulders today, and I don't know why, but it'll pass, it always does. So I'm gonna go on a walk and call Lauren because that's what friends are for, to chat to you when you are having small imploding feelings because you have a lot going on. Just very busy, basically, very busy. Good morning. It's now Thursday. I'm really sorry for the quality of the vlog footage yesterday. I haven't even looked back at it yet to edit it, so I've actually more or less forgotten what I said. I had a very weird day yesterday. I felt quite overwhelmed. I've got a lot of content that I'm creating at the moment, and I work in content full time, and I always knew there'd be a point when the blog was also full-time work, and I think it's reached that point now because I work 8:30 till 4:30 in my day job, and then before and after that for my blog, and also try and have downtime. So I always try and immediately go outside as soon as I finish work and sit outside, for example, in the sun, and then I'll work after dinner or just before dinner on the blog stuff. But yeah, it's become at the moment a lot of stuff all at the same time, and it's fine, it is manageable. I just think I had a moment of like, oh my god, there's so much, because I do a lot of stuff, and I deliberately do that, and I could stop doing it if I wanted to, but I don't want to because I absolutely love it. And creating videos now as well, I'm loving creating videos like this. This is really, it's tapping into that part of me that is the reason I picked a film production degree. I really like doing this. So I'm glad I've got this outlet as well. I basically just really love creating content. However, content takes time to create, and there's only 24 hours in each day, and there's only 7 days in each week, and I only get 2 of those off work. So yeah, there's a lot. So sorry for yesterday. Please bear with me. I've also had a thread on Twitter today where I'm talking about being too scared to say things. Sorry, I'm just checking the time because I need to start work. I'm talking about on Twitter being too scared to say things online and the reaction that we can receive to things. Rather rudely, my last clip just cut me off in the middle of talking, and it's an hour later because I just thought I'd check the footage and I saw that it had stopped recording halfway through, so annoying. I think what I was about to tell you was about the Twitter thread that I have started. I'm talking on Twitter about how I think a lot of people can, and myself included, be too scared to say things online. And examples of this is when I've said something in a vlog footage and then I've thought, nope, and had to refilm it and refilm it and refilm it to try and say it the right way to not offend anybody. And I think there is a limit to when we're being mindful and then when we're just trying to please every single human, and we can't do that. And there's always people that will pick things up and take them in the wrong way. And I am getting a bit sick of seeing people attack people for making very small mistakes online. I think there's always going to be ways we say things that someone isn't going to like, and I think it's quite difficult to please everybody in that sense. And it's becoming more difficult the more people are online, and I suppose there's more, the term keyboard warriors are popping up about the place more. Like, for example, a couple of years ago I got pulled up on something that I said, and I basically listed some books I didn't like. Books I DNF'd, and a group of people did not like one of the books that I picked up that I DNF'd. Well, they liked it very much. They didn't like that I didn't like it, and they pulled out a reason that was not true as to why I DNF'd it, and it was nothing to do with the reason that I DNF'd it. I don't talk about it too much online because I don't need to bring it back up should it resurface and piss people off, but basically all I said was I DNF'd a book because it wasn't for me, and I got completely attacked online because they just decided to assume other reasons that I DNF'd it, which I'd never said anything of the sort, and it wasn't true at all. So that was great. But point being, they completely took my words and put them into a completely different format. And I think there's so many people that potentially have the option to do that at the moment that it's quite difficult to feel you can have freedom of speech online. And basically what I'm trying to say is, I think that we need to be sensitive and we need to be aware and we need to be mindful. However, make your content, make it raw, make it live, make it genuine, and don't be too afraid to be you. Obviously, as long as you're not saying something completely hideous, like you think half the population should be Thanos'd away, you're good, you know, be sensitive and aware, but also keep your content true to yourself. And I think I need to be better at that, because obviously my content is true to me, but the fact that I refilm things, or the fact that I get pulled up on little things and I really obsess over it. Like, for example, in my April wrap up, I wrapped up a couple of the Harry Potter books that I read in April, and at one point I picked up a book and said, by the wonderful J.K. Rowling. And a couple of people said to me, you know how problematic J.K. Rowling is, right? And yes, obviously I'm aware of some of the things that J.K. Rowling has said and some of the views she has that are quite upsetting to hear that she has those views from somebody that wrote my childhood favourite book. But what I meant in that video was probably to say she's a wonderful writer. It was a very fast-paced video and I slurred on my words and I didn't include it and I didn't spot it in editing. So I then amended the comments. I also added in a description where I added to both comments a description saying, I meant to say wonderful writer, I know everything she's done, I'm not condoning that. Or everything she said, not done. I'm not condoning it, but I do think she's a wonderful writer and I will not be ashamed to say that because I love the Harry Potter books and she wrote them, so I like her writing. That doesn't mean I like her as a person, it doesn't mean I don't acknowledge her problems, but I felt in that moment I was like, oh god, am I about to get cancelled for saying that I like J.K. Rowling? And I really worried about it for days, and I messaged several people being like, is this okay? And I nearly took down the video, which is just insane because actually it's my content. I can say what I like, and I see certain YouTubers being really bold and just saying anything and everything, and no one hates them for it because it's what they're like, whereas my personality is very bubbly and positive, hopefully. So as soon as I say something that people don't like, I'm always like, oh god, I'm so sorry guys, I didn't mean to upset anybody. So I think you need to get better at not worrying about that. This is a 4-minute ramble. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have cut the footage off early, apparently. It just cropped me off in the middle, so you would have got this in a much more concise way, but now I'm just repeating myself. So I'll go, but I hope that made some sort of sense. See, even now, I'm like, I hope I didn't offend anybody with what I said. But I think it's an important thing that we need to talk about, and loads of people are agreeing with me on Twitter that, yeah, some people are just creating content and they don't mean to say the wrong thing if they say it, and they're immediately sorry and learn from it. But that's not good enough for some people, and some people really want to attack people. So just be kind to people, guys. A lot of people are always like, be kind to retail workers. Be kind to bloggers and content creators. Be kind to everybody. It doesn't take much to be kind to everyone. Apart from people like Donald Trump. We don't need to be as kind to him, but I got some post that I thought I would share with you guys. It's not books, but it's book related. Also, the delivery driver knocked on the door very aggressively and scared the shit out of all of us because it just was very loud. I was on a work call at the time and thought, what the hell is that? It is my candles. These are from Grace and Honey, which is Becca's shop, and I am excited to open them up and smell them because it's difficult ordering candles when you cannot smell them, obviously, because it's online. We need like smell-o-vision, smell-o-computer, smell-OS, Apple's new operating system. You're welcome. So here is the box. Now, I swear I only ordered 3 candles, which makes me think Becca's put an extra one in, which is very kind of her. So I'm going to unwrap all these and I shall show you what I've got, because there's 4 here, which is very exciting. I thought I would lay them out in a little catwalk manner for you, but these are the candles. So we've got Lying, which is one that Becca very kindly added in as an extra, and that is cane sugars, pear and banana flavoured. Then we've got Treat Yourself, which is raspberry candy floss, licorice, strawberry and caramel. And this one is I like big books and I cannot lie. This soy wax candle can't deny. This is oranges, limes, chocolate, patchouli and vanilla. I love patchouli. And then this one, which is the initial reason I bought the set, is Go Away, I Am Reading, which is lavender, lilacs, warm woods and sugared vanilla. And Becca's candles are really beautifully marbled, and you can see that really well in this one. They're just so pretty. Also, this one's got glitter on the top of it, and I love them. I really like candles in jars rather than tins. I just think they look prettier, so thank you so much, Becca. I am very much appreciating the fact that this is currently my work setup. I was at the table there, but it's now in the shade and I want to be in the sun, so here I am, sat at a picnic underneath the washing, but still, it's nice to be able to do this kind of thing when it's warm outside because the Wi-Fi stretches, and despite what you can see through this camera, I can actually see the screen of my computer, I promise. Okay then, alright. Shall we chat about the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? Because I am halfway through. I'm just over the 200-page mark, that's not really halfway. And do you know what? Actually, the way I'm holding this is really awkward. Bear with, we'll discuss again shortly. Right, I think that is better. Okay, let's chat. This book is set for the 10th annual Hunger Games. Now, I'm fairly sure that we're at the 75th annual Hunger Games in The Hunger Games. So this is very new, it's very fresh. It's following Snow as he's being a mentor in the games, and he's assigned to the District 12 girl, shock horror, who, by the way, keeps making comments about mockingjays. I'm like, okay. And there was also a line that said something like, it's very easy for this to catch fire. And then like 30 pages later, it was like, what about the mockingjay? I'm like, okay, subtle, but fine. All right, I see what you're trying to do there. Okay, so 210-ish pages into this, they've just got to the actual Hunger Games part. And I don't even know if they're even going to go ahead because they have had like 3 attempts at getting to the actual games. And every time they do it, something happens to stop them going to the games. And it feels like you're just being strung along because it's like, oh, the games are tomorrow, the games are tomorrow. And then suddenly it's like, they're not tomorrow anymore, we're going to have to rearrange them. And it's really getting on my nerves because I just want them to get to the freaking games, because I feel like that is the USP of the Hunger Games books. I care more about the action and adventure of the games because so far this is slow. I'm going to push through, keep going, but it's not quite as action-packed and exciting as I'd have hoped. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. It's nearly the bank holiday weekend and I've got Tuesday booked off, so it's a long weekend, which I am so excited for. I tried to dry my hair differently today and it has failed. I tried to twiddle it, so like just wrap it around and then let the ringlets form. But then I had to go on a call and I didn't want wet hair, so I blow dried it and ruined it. Well, I didn't blow dry, I used the diffuser on low heat setting, which is what I do normally to get the curls, but this is not what I was hoping for. And I've got to film videos later today, so great. Anyway, I got such an annoying message on Instagram last night. I check my message requests quite regularly because I get a fair few DMs on Instagram, and I got a message request last night at about 10:30, so I opened it up and I started to read it, and then I very quickly realised they were telling me the ending for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. They basically were asking me to confirm if that was the ending, which they had seen people talk about online and they didn't know if it was real or not. And I obviously looked away as soon as I could, but why would you do that? It really annoyed me. They weren't even following me. They stated at the start that they'd found my photo through the hashtag on Instagram for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But oh, it just made me so mad, because why would you do that if someone's posting a picture of a book and literally stating they're currently reading it? Like, a lot of the photos I post on Instagram obviously are not books I'm currently reading, and I will then talk about them in a way of like, I have read this book. But if I'm currently reading a book, I make it very clear on Instagram I'm currently reading it. And oh, it just really annoyed me. And I messaged them back saying I haven't actually finished it, but thanks so much for ruining it for me. And they replied to me saying, you will tell me how it ends when you finished it. I was like, no, mate, I will block you because you've just ruined a book for me and you are not even following me. Oh, guys, it annoyed me. Sorry for the rant about that, but it just made me so mad, because why would you do that? Basically, I think the point of call is don't assume anyone has read any book. I think there's like fair play on spoilers after a year, is it, on the internet? But I think 3 days of a book's release isn't necessarily a fair amount of time to assume someone's finished it. I mean, I'm halfway through, but not finishing it. On that note as well, about the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, my god, the Hunger Games take so long to arrive. But finally I'm at them, and I really hope it's like a long Hunger Games. I don't want this to be like a 2-chapter thing and then it's actually about what happens after the Hunger Games. I feel like that is probably going to be what happens at some point. I don't think the Hunger Games are going to last too long. I'm just getting that vibe. I am enjoying it, but also not enjoying it. It's kind of slow, and I thought it would be more action-packed because that's what I associate with these books. However, I'm intrigued to see the path it's going to take, because at the moment Snow is somebody that we quite like within this book, and obviously we don't like him very much in the Hunger Games. He's a good villain, obviously, so I would like to see what happens to make him turn and become that person. What I will say though is this book is very much the symptom of just one more chapter, because whilst they may be really long chapters and they might be a bit slower in the middle of the chapter, there is every single chapter has a cliffhanger at the end of it, which is very difficult when you're reading it at night because you just want to keep reading. So it did that well. Right, I've finished work for the day. I've finished work for the next 4 days because it's a bank holiday weekend, which means that I've got Monday off work and I booked Tuesday off work because I wanted a 4-day weekend, and I've had a stressful busy week, so sod it. 4-day weekend, woo. So yeah, I'm going to take you along my reading journey with me over this weekend. I'm talking really fast right now because I'm about to go out for a dog walk. I apologise. Also currently uploading a YouTube video because I've decided to make a video every day for the weekend. So I don't know if I'm going to regret that, but so for the long weekend I mean. So I'm going to do 6 videos in a row because I'm announcing it tonight on Friday, today, and I've got another video, my weekly vlog, this one going out on Wednesday, so that'll end up being 6 videos in a row. So that's exciting. Hope you guys like it. I'm just really liking making videos at the moment, so I wanted to make a few because obviously I'm still quite new, so there's not that much backlog if people want to watch. And I personally really enjoy going through people's backlogs and watching all their videos at once. So when I find someone new, that is. So now I'm giving people the opportunity to watch a couple more of my videos. So hopefully you like it and I don't pull my hair out tomorrow when I realise I have to make more videos. But yes, today's video that I will be posting is a Bookish this or that. So I can link that up here and you can check it out if you'd like to. I've got no idea what the rest of them are going to be. Tomorrow's is my myth take TBR, so that will be live by the time you're watching this. Again, I'll put that up here. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I've still got to film the footage for, so that'll be good. Hello again, it's me. We've had an outfit change, but it is still Friday. Also, this spot makes me look like I've got a beauty mark, and I think I should have a beauty mark there. I think it works for me. I have just remembered that tomorrow is, or today at midnight, so it's still tomorrow, is the start of Jade's Read-a-thon, her second Read-a-thon, which I did the first one as one of my first videos that I posted. So now I'm thinking, this could be a video, and this could be something that I post on Sunday. So that means I've got my Friday content, I've got my Saturday content, I've got my Sunday content, and then I need to make Monday and Tuesday content, which I think is doable. So I think I might do that and vlog it as a separate vlog because I liked doing that last time. I also failed massively last time, but I'm going to give it a go because sod it, why not? All I'm doing tomorrow is going to Marks and Spencer's, which is exciting because I'm going out. Basically, I have got contamination OCD. I don't think I've mentioned that on this channel before, but I've mentioned it on my other platforms. So contamination OCD comes in many different forms, but for me, it is very much linked to germs and touching things that could possibly make me ill. Usually it's with sick bugs, vomiting, not necessarily a cold, for example. However, obviously COVID is quite different, very much more extreme than your average cold/flu in most cases, not in most cases, in some cases. So I have been staying inside because my contamination OCD has made it very hard for me to process the idea of touching things in a public space. So obviously I go for my daily walk, and I did do our food shop for the first 2 weeks of lockdown because my mum had a cough, not a COVID cough, she just had a cough, and I just didn't like it. And I got back from the second one and just had a breakdown, just got in the shower and cried because it was horrible, and I don't like the way it makes my brain work because most of the time I can kind of function with my OCD quite easily. It doesn't bother me, it's just part of who I am. Sorry, this has turned into a mental health talk now, but yeah, basically most of the time I'm fine is what I'm saying, unless there's something that really messes it up, which this is doing. So what I would like to do, and what my mum's going to help me with tomorrow, is I'm going to go to the shop. And Marks and Spencer's is my favourite food shop if I had to pick. So I'm going to go to the big Marks and Spencer's near us and do a small food shop for the weekend. So I'm kind of small steps to being able to go out, because what I don't want to happen is when we're allowed to actually go out again is that I'll be too freaked out to do it still. So I'm hoping if I make myself go out tomorrow, just do a really small trip and go somewhere I like as much as someone can, like a food shop, then hopefully that will make me feel better about it when the world opens back up again. It makes sense in my head. So yeah, I think hopefully it will be okay. And also it'll be nice to drive because I miss driving my car any further than to take my mum to pick up our Chinese takeaway. So that'll be nice too. But yeah, it's a weird world. Anyway, yeah, I've just realised what I'm doing tomorrow, the Read-a-thon. So thanks, Jade, for reminding me of that. Guys, I would like to bring you with me today on this emotional journey because I've finished moving my last house on Animal Crossing, which means that all I have to do is move the 2 shops, and I don't know where I'm moving them yet, so that's not a high priority. And it's almost finished. I mean, it's not almost finished, but like, hang on, I'm just gonna go to the final house move. I need to clear this area because it only just moved just now. But it's done. My move that took like 2 weeks is done. Yes! Good morning, happy Saturday. It is the start of the 24-hour Read-a-thon. This is the second Read-a-thon that I've taken part in and I think Jade's hosted. Obviously, I'm still reading the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm also going to try and get to a poetry book today. I am going to be vlogging today as a separate vlog, so I'll just do a couple of updates for the weekly vlog for you guys. I just wanted to say, hey, it's like 10:15. I've got myself ready and dressed because I've got my magical trip to Marks and Spencer's this morning. It's really windy outside. Not that you can tell because, there we go, you still can't really tell. But it's really windy outside, which is a little bit sad because I think it's meant to be really nice weather tomorrow, maybe, or the day after. Definitely Tuesday because I booked Tuesday off work because it's nice weather. So yeah, I'm going to jump straight into my day and attempt to read as much as possible. Also, I want to take a couple of photos because I've got some ideas using my desk for new Instagram photos. So we'll see if that works. You know the song from the new Frozen film, Into the Unknown? I just keep singing that round and round in my head because I'm about to go to Marks and Spencer's and I haven't been anywhere but for a walk for, I don't know, like 2 months, so. Footage outside my house. Went to Marks and Spencer's, did it. I'm fine. I didn't get too anxious. I normally get red patchiness here and I didn't get any. So yes, gonna go home and eat some of the nice food we just bought because, okay. I feel a relief. That was a good thing to do. So that helped. But I thought I'd let you know because content in my car rather than in my bedroom or my garden. Aren't we varied now? Also, I got a new plant. I got an aloe vera plant. I will show you when I get home. This is my new plant. She's an aloe vera plant and she's called Florence after Florence Nightingale. I thought it was very fitting. And she's got some new shoots coming through. I bought her from Marks and Spencer's and she is beautiful. And I think she takes my plant total up to 8. She is number 8. I also have one accidental artificial plant, so 9 if we count that one. And I'd really like some kind of tumbling plant to put up here. So that would be number 10 if I could get that. But I love her pot. She's going to sit right here. I've actually managed to finish a book, guys, and start one. Did you even know I was starting this? This is Screaming Wings by Gemma Marie. This is a very short poetry collection. It was very much about loving yourself and accepting yourself and knowing that if you try and set out to achieve things, then believing in yourself is what will help you achieve them. And it was just really nice, short little poetry collection. I love the cover. Ooh. Whacked myself in the face. I love the cover of this one. It's really nice. But yeah, so 1 book under wraps, which is 2 books finished this week. And I am going to finish The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes today because this book tells me that if I believe it's possible, it is possible. And I've only got 80, 90 pages left. So I think I can do it. I'm going to have dinner soon and then go for a walk. But it's doable. I think that probably should only take me like about an hour and a half max, I would say, to do that. So definitely doable. And yeah, it's been a good day all so far. I've got a ridiculously tidy room at the moment, which is normally what I do when I don't have a mass amount of other things to do. I just tidy my room when I've ticked all my to-do list stuff off. And now I'm just wandering around like, but it's tidy already. How do I tidy it more? Because I was just having a break in between reading, but I think I might get back to reading and then have some dinner. So freaking shiny. This is what happens when you only have a ring light on you and not any other form of lighting, and it's the end of the day and your makeup is coming off your face. Soz. I'm gonna have a bath soon anyway, so I'm just gonna take it all off. But I'm here to end the vlog because I finished this book. It looks chunkier than it actually is. It's only 517 pages, but it felt like more. It was a journey. I just ran it through Corpile. And somehow it came out as a 4-star, which surprises me because I thought it would come out as a 3.5-ish with Corpile's ratings, 3 to 3.5. Apparently not. I thought about it a bit more as I was rating it, because I was talking to camera about it for my 24-hour Read-a-thon vlog, which you can check out up here. It'll be live by the time you're watching this. So I think because I was talking it out loud, I was thinking a bit more about what I would give each system of the ratings through Core Pile. So you look at character, atmosphere, other stuff, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and enjoyment. So you rate it on each of those, and then it gives you an overall rating of which you can then form a star rating from. And yeah, I think maybe I thought about them a little bit more, so maybe I will do that more often so I can give a bit more of a succinct thought process and rating system. Maybe that would help. I don't know. But anyway, this is the 3rd book I finished this month. 3 books, guys. This week. I finished more books this month. I think this is like my 7th book of the month, maybe? But this week I finished The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Screaming Wings, and Under a Dancing Star. So somehow all the books I read this week have ended up getting 4 stars, which I didn't expect. Under a Dancing Star was fantastic and definitely worthy 4 stars. Surprised by this one, as I said, didn't expect it to come out as a 4-star. And the Screaming Wings poetry book that I also read today, didn't necessarily know that was going to be a 4-star read until I got closer to the end of it, because it transitioned into the summer period of the book. I don't know why I'm putting that, it was the summer period of the book, and it was very much about being okay on your own and using your own power to get what you would like to be able to do in life and to believe in yourself to achieve things and stuff. And it was good, it resonated, because I very much believe that if you think you can do something and you really work towards it, then you can. So I think I'm gonna go take my face off. Makeup wise, I don't actually take my face off, that would be horrible, and have a bath, which I'm fairly sure is how I ended last week's reading vlog, so there might be a theme going here. Also, I have to edit the vlog footage from today to get up for tomorrow because of this 6-day in a row vlogging thing I'm doing, so yes. Thank you guys so much for watching my weekly vlog again. There's now quite a few weekly vlogs if you wanted to check them out. I've put them all in a playlist. Can I link a playlist? If I can, it'll be up on the screen. If I can't, then Thanks so much for watching. If you like what I'm talking about, you can give this video a thumbs up, you can comment down below, and you can subscribe to see more of my face on your screen when hopefully I shall be less shiny and less spotlight, because there's no other lights in my room that are on right now. This is what I get for having a room lit by fairy lights, and the only other light I have is behind me, which does not a good lighting situation make. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Keep smiling and stay positive.